But there may be a slight edge here. We don't believe anything that could be called wishful. In other words, we don't particularly welcome the idea of the annihilation either of ourselves as individuals, that the party will go on and will have left and we're not coming back, or of the entropic heat death of the universe. We don't like the idea, but there's a good deal of evidence to suggest that that is what's going to happen. And there's very, very little evidence to suggest that I'll see you all again in some theme park.
Brutal.
One nice and one nasty experience. There's absolutely no evidence for that at all.
Okay, let me see. I don't think it's going to take 10 minutes to disprove the existence of God.
The metaphysical claims of religion are untrue. Thank you. I know what's coming. I know no one beats these odds. And it's a matter of getting used to that and growing up and realizing that you're expelled from your mother's uterus as if shot from a cannon towards a barn door studded with old nail files and rusty hooks. It's a matter of how you use up the intervening time in an intelligent and ironic way, and try not to do everything ghastly to your fellow creatures. And I think it should be, religion, treated with ridicule and hatred and contempt. And I claim that right.
It's considered perfectly normal in this society to approach dying people who you don't know, but who are unbelievers, and say, now are you going to change your mind? It's, in fact, it's considered almost a polite question. I mean, if Sam and I were to form a corps of people to go around religious hospitals, which is what happens in reverse, and say to people who are lying in pain, say, did you say you were Catholic? Yes. Well, look, you may only have a few days left, but you don't have to live them as a serf, you know. Just recognize that that was all bullshit, that the priests have been cheating you. And I guarantee you'll feel better. I don't think that would be very ethical.
Okay, but
I think it would be something of a breach of taste. But if it's in the name of if it's in the name of God, it has a social license. Well, fuck that, is what I say.
We don't want people to live without wonder or mystery, and in fact we thoroughly recommend. Take a look through the Hubble telescope. See if you can get over what you see, the unbelievable beauty and symmetry and majesty of what you'll see. And you want to exchange this for the burning bush? I don't think you will once you've done it. Read a page of Stephen Hawking on the event horizon, for example, and see if that isn't awe-inspiring enough for anybody. And you're seeing there the future of a potentially much more noble and ennobled and enlightened and emancipated humanity, where none of these discoveries and none of this awe and majesty requires that you kill anyone in the name of some man-made idol or god or superstition. For heaven's sake, let's get this out of the way.
The fear of death will not leave us. I mean, nobody doesn't have it sometimes. I'm not particularly afraid of it because I'm not going to know I'm dead, so there will be nothing to be afraid of in that way. But the thought of not being here while you are pisses me off a bit.
We have a number of questions, curiously enough, about your favorite things. One wants to know things you can't live without when traveling. And one person, one well-informed audience member, of course, wants to know what your favorite whiskey is.
Well, I don't see what the difference between the two questions.